Good morning, everyone. It's October 10th, 2018. I'm here at shtfplan.com. A $240 per gallon gas tax is needed to fight climate change. This one comes from Max Lavo. And we all know the United Nations is the entity that is supposed to kind of be the nucleus to the New World Order, at least at the beginning. After the One World Government is formed, they will have very little to do with anything anymore. But this is going to be relatively short, so I'm going to go ahead and knock two out in the same video. So the United Nations says that a $240 per gallon gasoline tax is needed to fight climate change. To limit global warming, the UN's report says that $27,000 per ton of gasoline will be needed, or will need to be stolen from the public by the year 2100. Let's see. Which, that's kind of far off, but these people are really freaking out. They are putting out publications saying that we've already destroyed the world, it's already ended, and there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, they're really fucking freaking out. So, who knows what they're going to pull. So, for Americans, that's the same as a $240 per gallon tax on gasoline in the year 2100, should such a recommendation be adopted. Now, let me tell you, they would deny energy to everyone but the ruling class. And that's what this is all about. They want to be the only ones allowed to destroy the planet. And what do I mean by they? Well, have we seen Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson and, what's that bitch's name? Julia Roberts? They, the New World Order, the UN, the government, the alphabet agencies, the bankers. That's who they are. So, I mean, these are the people who've already destroyed the planet. They're the ones who've destroyed it, not the poor. You know how low my carbon footprint is in comparison to these assholes? I don't fly around on private planes or navigate the oceans in a giant yacht, nor would I. Even if I had billions of dollars, I would not buy a fucking private plane. That kind of shit is for egomaniacs. It's for people who have small dicks. I have a small dick, so I need all this Ferrari and Lambo and this giant yacht and these hundreds of giant houses all over the planet. Seriously, do you really need that much shit? Anyway, I mean, here's the paragraph here, last one for this article. The constant fear-mongering and theft of the public in the name of climate change has not dwindled much in the past 10 years, and if anything, it has gotten worse. No amount of money will ever be enough to satisfy the ruling class elitists that expect us to just accept that they will continue to steal from us in the name of any agenda they try to scare us about. This is no longer about climate change, but about the desire to steal from those on the very bottom, the economic ladder, by those who believe themselves to be superior with authority over everyone. And that's what it boils down to. And it is these same types of people that is going to lead us to the mouth of hell. Why do I say that? Because NASA, they plan to save Earth from the Yellowstone supervolcano. And how the fuck do you do that? And by the way, if Yellowstone wasn't going to erupt anytime soon, why the fuck are they freaking out about it? Yeah, I did. Okay. So, even though we're constantly being told by scientists not to worry about the Yellowstone supervolcano, NASA is now on a mission to save the Earth from exactly that. NASA has ambitious plans to prevent the extinction of the human race by drilling into the supervolcano. And whose brain fart was that? Now, what they want to do is drill into it and inject cold liquid in there. Now, maybe it might harden that magma, but then again, it could end up just like a hot frying pan full of grease that you dump water in. Anyway, according to the BBC, NASA researchers got in touch with the media outlet to detail the threat lurking beneath Wyoming's crust and what they think they can do about it before it eliminates humanity. NASA contacted the BBC after they published an article about supervolcanoes last month. Of all fucking outlets, they contact the BBC. There are around 20 known supervolcanoes on Earth, with major eruptions occurring on average every 100,000 years. One of the greatest threats an eruption may pose is thought to be starvation, with a prolonged volcanic winter potentially prohibiting civilization from being able to grow enough food for the current population. Well, they wouldn't have to worry about the current population because the people who live in that area, and then some, would be all dead. I mean, I live in South Carolina, and I would still be affected by it in a major way. I may not get the blast wave, but we'll get the hot ash, we'll get, the acid rain, we'll get all that shit. So, they won't have to worry about the starving people. The people's lungs will turn to cement from breathing the shit in. Quote, I was a member of the NASA Advisory Council on Planetary Defense, which studied ways for NASA to defend the planet from asteroids and comets, explains Brian Wilcox of NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory at California Institute of Technology. I came to the conclusion during that study that the supervolcano threat is substantially greater than the asteroid or comet threat. Wouldn't that be ironic if they put a whole bunch of effort into trying to stop Yellowstone and we got hit with a giant fucking comet or something? That would just be great. This is an excerpt from, I'm thinking, the NASA paper. Yellowstone currently leaks about 60 to 70% of its heat into the atmosphere through stream water, which seeps into the magma chamber through cracks, while the rest of the heat builds up as magma and dissolves into volatile gases. The heat and pressure will reach the threshold, meaning an explosion is inevitable. Now, the question is do we trust NASA? You know, never a straight answer, to do such a thing. I mean, there's still a chance that Yellowstone's not going to blow up, right? What if they go drilling into this thing and injecting cold seawater into it, and it, you know, it helps build the pressure up? I mean, think about it. What if you were to have that hot pan on your stove full of hot grease, you drop some water in it and cover it, the pressure is still going to build. What are these people thinking? I'll tell you, they're not. They never think of the consequences of what they're going to do. Never. And if they do think of them, what's even more disturbing is they just don't give a fuck. Right? So, all this doom and gloom that people have been talking about, it's real. It's real. And it's going to happen. Something. Whether it be Yellowstone, whether it be war, whether it be pandemic, doesn't matter. Something that's going to cause the deaths of millions of people, if not billions, is going to happen. Mark my fucking words. Till next time, kill the state, live free.